Hello, Repony, and today I want to review Dragonshy. Why? Well, there's a couple points that I wanted to point out that I've noticed. I wanted to be original, so I made sure that my points weren't something that other people have already reviewed. That, and Fluttershy is my favorite character. Yes, every time she's called to learn a lesson, it's the same lesson. That is noted to me. But she's still my favorite character because of how nice she tries to be. And she at least learns eventually that she needs to toughen up, but let's get to the review. So, we start off with Fluttershy, she's Fluttershy? Fluttershy, you do realize you're feeding animals living things. For one, sure, it is the food chain, but still, you're feeding living things to bigger things. Do you just feed the cute things food? Even if the other things are alive, but not cute? Also, birds can eat bread, and possums can eat seeds or something. So why is she sacrificing the little things to the cute things? What if your bear friend was hungry? Would you want to feed him Angel? Or even worse, a fish? Yeah, I would feed Angel to the bear. Why? Because this is the first episode that he's shown an actually character development, and he's a jerk. Not only that, but since this, he just abuses Fluttershy. And only someone without a soul can say no to this face. Then we get the plot. Smoke in the sky, must tell other ponies. Fluttershy is ignored over someone who is new in town. One thing I don't get is Fluttershy is the one pony who's lived here longer. Why would the others ignore her over the new pony? Point taken. Anyways, Fluttershy gathers the main six and tells them that there's smoke because a dragon is sleeping. Twilight, I should let you know that smoke is created when something is burning to ash.
Huh?
I know that they state that when the dragon sleeps, they breathe out smoke, but it makes no sense. Smoke is created when something burns to ash, and that ash flies into the air. As shown later, the smoke is coming out of its nose and mouth. What inside him could be burning? Or maybe it's the food that he eats that burns to ash? That one just might make sense, but if that were the case, it wouldn't work. If it were the case, the dragon wouldn't be able to digest its food. It would burn before it can digest anything.
He should really see a doctor. That doesn't sound healthy at all.
But I'll try to go by the pony logic. Dragons eat gems. This still doesn't make sense. Because if the dragon eats the gems, it's said to melt inside of them because of their normal body temperature to breathe fire. I'd done my research, and gems melt at a 1600 Celsius, which, let's say, a blowtorch is the same amount. Or let's say a propane tank used for a flamethrower. Propane torch. That would be at 1995 Celsius. I can imagine a dragon's fire being hotter than a torch or even a flamethrower, so it would make sense that it would melt as they eat him. But that just doesn't explain the smoke. The gems would melt, not burn. So if there was smoke coming out of them, what's causing it? Honestly, this makes no sense to me. There's no reason for this, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Anyways, though, the main six start preparing for the trip, and I love Fluttershy in this moment. What's the reason? Safety first. So, everyone's ready for the trip, and wait, let me see that map. Uh-huh. Okay. So, you picked a map for this trip for the exact location you are starting at, which you must be hiding behind your head. Makes sense, you are the smart one. But I'm looking at this map, and it's very detailed. The mountains, they're going here. You can see that the other mountains are here. Even up the road up to this point. But what I don't get is, if it's so realistic, why is this here? It looks like a docking point with 3 towers. I don't know what it would be called, but that's not here anymore. Did the dragon just come by and said, "I am living here now, so you must die," and destroy it? I don't know, but maybe it's old land that used to be there when the map was made. But it would make no sense if Twilight actually scouted out the area and made this map. I don't know, my friend suggested that. Also, Twilight, you do know you just pointed at the mountain that are no way in your path to the mountain you're heading to, right? We can see where she's pointing on the map, and it's nowhere on the path. I see no point why she would be pointing here. I don't know, I guess I might just be nitpicking. Also, as we can see, when Applejack borrows the map is reversed. Editors, you might want to fix that. Also, I don't see any sense Applejack makes when taking the map from Twilight. It's to take her around the mountain, but the map only leads them to the mountain, not around it. Anyways, they start, and I must say how Fluttershy is feeling is how I would feel, at least emotionally. But I would know that it's for the sake of other ponies, and if I was needed for my talents, I would need to suck it up and do my part. Anyways, though Fluttershy gets scared out of her mind,
Don't worry, Twi. We'll be
becoming
there
unable to
like
fly, too scared to jump a small gap, and unable to face the dragon because she's scared. One, I want to rant on how much she lets down her friends, but everyone does make mistakes. In fact, I make many mistakes without knowing it because of how clumsy I am. But to cause your friends time in waiting for you,
games in a row.
slowing them down, putting them in danger without even a...
Sorry.
Well, at least you said sorry for one thing. But she may be my favorite character, but when you're given a job, you do it in the thought of other ponies, or your other team members. If she kept that in mind, maybe she would have been able to do her job and not be so scared. They reach the top, and she admits that she's scared of the
I'm
dragon
scared of dragons.
to the others, and honestly, I would too. But she completely wimps out on everyone refusing to help. Why come up if you weren't going to help? Sure, she could be like me, not wanting to upset her friends and say no.
But if you're so afraid of dragons, why didn't you say something before we came all the way up here?
I was afraid.
Well, I guess that proves it. Being afraid to tell your friends you can't do it and upsetting them if you said no. I mean, even I wouldn't be able to walk in there. I would at least let the others push me in there. I mean, it's better that she was there than not there. If she wasn't there, we would have not got to see her bravery. You have to admit she's bold for standing up to a dragon. And it was to defend her friends. And I'm going to comment on a statement Firebrand made. That would be because they eat gems, not ponies. I see what you're saying in thinking that they eat meat, but proven on the show they eat gems. So the statement is invalid. But not trying to pick on Josh. He is a funny pony, and just putting his thoughts out. So there's no reason to be mad at him. So Fluttershy resolves the problem, and everyone goes home. Spike had to deal with Angel for the day, and well, I will say, no matter what, I want that bunny dead.
How does Fluttershy put up with
But
furry little
if
things?
Fluttershy was to ask me to take care of him, her, I'd say it's a guy, I would deal with him too. And that was Dragonshy. I at least liked what I got from the message, and that it states the most biggest surprises come from those you would least expect it from. And I did like the episode when we actually got to see Fluttershy shine. But anyways, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and share this with people you might know. And Josh, if you're watching this, you're still awesome. Keep it cool, every pony.